What's up guys, Ricky and welcome back to the channel. One of the best parts of South Korean fashion for me is just the amount of independent brands that you could find here locally. And while they may not have the largest following, many of them do actually make fairly high quality clothes. The brand Vlack Veast that we will be checking out in today's video is a great example of it. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, ever since I've gotten into technical wear, I've not worn anything denim related in a while. Therefore, this is definitely me coming out of my comfort zone and trying something different in a while, which is sort of refreshing for me as well. But I do think for those of you guys who are trying to build a more simple and basic foundation, this is a cool brand that you could check out. But before we continue further into today's video, be very much appreciative. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below if you are new to the channel or just haven't been subscribed yet, as it really does help the channel out a long way. Also, if you guys are feeling generous and want to help support the channel in a much bigger way, I do have a Patreon page whereby at its lowest tier, it is only $8 a month. And all of it will go into me to pick up new film equipment so I can continue to improve the qualities of the videos for you all, as well as helping to keep the lights on this channel. I first came across this brand at a fashion market and they caught my attention as the quality and construction of the garments left me very impressed. Hence I hit them up and the designer were super open in allowing me to review their stuff. In a time where everything is playing around super baggy and white silhouette, the brand centers around a more classic Amerikaner style while trying to innovate through the overall construction and pattern details of their garments. Hence, if you are kind of liking the more classic menswear sort of look, this is a great alternative brand compared to the bigger names out there. And this collection dabbles around the concept of uniforms, where you can mix and match different pieces together, creating your ideal uniform look. As mentioned, I feel the strongest aspect of the brand comes from the overall construction and materials of their garments, as they are very well made. From the neat stitch lines to the utilization of heavy denim fabrics, the garments feel very sturdy and hefty, giving them that more premium and luxurious feel, but it also means that you will need to spend a bit more time breaking it in. I've worn my set for a couple of days now and it still feels like it needs more time to properly break in, and that's sort of the beauty of denim that I kind of miss. It just gets better over time the more you wear them. As for the hardware components, all of them use the same silver buttons and zippers. While they do not feel like cheap components, they are a bit stiff initially. In addition to that, all the pieces have this signature triangle metal hardware. Not only does it add a more premium feeling and contrasting detail, but it also provides additional utility to the garment. Essentially, it is sort of a D-ring that enables you to hook basically anything on it, and they do sell a couple of companion accessories separately, ranging from a simple chain to more functional ones like this round pouch that you could use to store smaller items, or my favorite out of the bunch, this lighter pouch. When it comes to the bottom wear, there are a total of 4 different pairs of pants to choose from in this collection, but to save you and myself a whole ton of time, I will only be showcasing one pair, which is the VC4304, as it's the most unique one in my opinion, because when it comes to the fit and silhouette, they're all pretty much the same with some variations in terms of the design patterns. Now, what makes the VC4304 unique is around the thigh and knee area, there are these folding design details which gives out this almost origami effect, and to see it on a pair of denim is very cool. Initially, I thought that it would kind of help with articulation, but after wearing it for some time, I definitely feel it's more of a design thing. Overall, if you are just looking for a solid everyday pair of denim that you can just use in almost any setting, I feel this checks all the boxes. In terms of sizing, I'm usually a 30 or 32 with a belt, and I'm wearing a size M here, which fits me as intended. Now, bear in mind, I've not worn jeans in a good couple of years, so I'm not super familiar as to the accurate description of how they fit, but for me, I would say they do fall under a more slim and straight cut. Unlike the bottom wear, there are 3 uniquely designed jackets to choose from in this collection, each with their own design and characteristics. And just for reference, throughout the video, I am wearing a size M in all of them. Starting things off, the 4301 trucker jacket is their flagship piece, and I can really see why. It does have a very unique construction, and especially with the charcoal colorway that has contrasting stitching, you can see all the different panels that were pieced together to form this jacket, allowing it to achieve a much more boxy fit. Furthermore, unlike a traditional trucker jacket, the shoulders have this V-shaped pattern, which is also their signature pattern that enables the jacket to have a much more drop shoulder design. According to the designer, they actually took a full year to fully finalize the design of this jacket. Up next, the VC4302 is my personal favorite. Based off a racing style jacket, I love the color detail. I actually have been wanting to try a jacket like this for some time now, as I think it sort of fits into my wardrobe pretty well. Overall, it just looks so sleek and clean looking, especially in the black colorway. The silver zippers and buttons gives it that very elevated contrasting detail. As to how it fits among the 3 jackets in this collection, I would say this is sort of the most snug fitting one, so do consider sizing up if you want a little more room to play, but for me, I kind of like how the intended fit looks as well. Finally, the 4303 is your traditional workwear jacket. For those that are looking for something that is timeless, you really cannot go wrong with this piece. Unlike the previous 2 jackets, this has a much more wider fit that will accommodate more body sizes. This is also the only piece in this collection that features 2 fabric materials, as the collar and cuffs are made from a thick corduroy, giving the sections some visual separations. Now, my favorite detail of the jacket is actually at the back. Unlike the previous 2 that has a much more traditional panel construction, the 4303 features this cross-folding panel that does not only look cool but also provides the garment a bit more articulation freedom, which is something unique that I rarely see on denim jackets like this. Finally, how was my experience wearing denim again after almost half a decade? Well, to be honest, one of the main reasons why I got into technical fashion is for the freedom of mobility many of the pieces provide, and I think that is still sort of the one aspect I missed when wearing denim again, especially in this more classic menswear look that is much more fitting. However, the one thing that I cannot deny is how it made me feel. From the solid structure of the denim fabric to the heavy duty hardware components, whenever I put them on, it invokes this sense of masculinity. In a time where mainstream fashion is so hyper grunge and everyone is trying to look like the final boss from Dark Souls, it's nice to just go back to sort of a look that has stood the test of time and not overcomplicate things. As to how I incorporate them into my wardrobe, initially I thought that it would have been a challenge, as I built my wardrobe to be primarily very technical, but I feel the pieces actually fit rather seamlessly. I especially like pairing the jacket with my acronym SB29, which I think works perfect for this spring season. That is all I have for today's video, and I do hope I'm able to shine upon some light on some of these local Korean independent brands. And while I do feel many of them do lack the exposure, which I hope that I'm able to have more of these opportunities to feature them on this channel, in terms of what they are doing and the quality of the garments that they are producing, I do think it is very well made. Now, sadly, one of the main kind of issues that a lot of these brands do face is that they do not do international shipping. Hence, the only way that you could purchase them as of right now is to have people to help you proxy, or if you ever are in South Korea for a holiday or vacation, then you could head over to their storefront. I will leave the address link down below in the description as well as on the screen right now. If you have watched all the way to the end, thank you guys so incredibly much, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy watching it. And once again, if you guys are new to the channel or just haven't been subscribed yet, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, as it's these little things that really does help to push the channel out to more people. That's all I have for today's video. Please do stay safe out there, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.